Israel-Iran war news today. Palestinians fleeing Rafah as Israelis advance. After Israeli forces launched a ground and air offensive in the eastern section of southern Gaza City, displaced Palestinian mother Mayanser stands with children at a school as they prepare to evacuate Rafah. Anser family loaded their little things onto a beat-up car to escape an Israeli ground offensive in Rafah, where over 1 million Gazans who thought they were safe are now attempting to flee again. Mayanser and her extended family of 25 who have moved 3 times due to Israeli bombing claim they have little choice as Israeli troops approach the last shelter on the southern Gaza Strip. "We don't know how to leave. We cannot afford transportation to go," explained the mother of 5 inside an abandoned UN school where the family had found sanctuary. "We cannot stay here since it is zero. Miserable location. Services, water, and electricity are absent. The place we were at is lifeless." Israel expelled inhabitants from Rafah's east last week and central neighborhoods in recent days, sending hundreds of thousands of previously displaced Palestinians to find new shelters. Israeli tanks have closed off Salahuddin Road, dividing Rafah's east and center. After the evacuation order and fighting, hospitals closed and assistance supplies ran out. Residents claim they don't know where or how to go. "She needs milk and medical care for a heart-ill child," Anser added. "This is no longer available to her. Life and death are now one. Because only God can provide relief, we pray for it soon. Nobody will provide it. Our only target is humanitarian organizations," said. Her sister-in-law Bir, who has 8 children, claimed the family no longer receives charity food. "The whole neighborhood, which they say is safe, is no longer safe," she added as rain fell on the vacant school grounds. "We saw death and headless people. Just 2 months in, they told us to leave." She stated they threw flyers. "We have no idea where to go or come. It seems like escaping death to death." From U.S. college campuses to the 2024 Eurovision Song Contest in Malmö, Sweden, recent protests against Israel have shown its global unpopularity at a crucial time. Israel faces unprecedented international isolation and derision on the eve of its 76th Independence Day, which will be less jubilant than usual. When Israel and Hamas went to war 7 months ago, the world supported Israel. Hamas fighters stormed the border on October 7 and slaughtered 1,200 civilians, shocking Israel and the world. Hamas held around 250 hostages and maimed thousands. Support for Israel has plummeted since then. Israel attacked Hamas, causing Gaza to suffer and increasing criticism of Israel. The Hamas-run Gaza Health Ministry reports that Israel has murdered 35,000 Palestinians and injured over 75,000 since the war began. The UN estimates 1.7 million Gazans displaced and tens of thousands of homes destroyed. Israel and Hamas have fought multiple conflicts since Israel left Gaza in 2005. Israel is fighting the terrorist group in its greatest offensive ever, with unprecedented ramifications. Israel has been isolated for the last 76 years and will always be isolated diplomatically, Bar Ilan University political science professor Gerald Steinberg told the Media Line. "There is just one Jewish state and over 50 powerful Islamic states and allies. Thus, it will always be more ridiculed and vilified than other nations for their actions." He accused the UN and other NGOs of political and propaganda warfare using Gazan misery photographs. "It is apparent that Israel is in greater isolation than it has been for a long time," he said. The Media Line reported that former Israeli diplomat and Ministry of Foreign Affairs Director General Alon Leal said the effect of Israel's growing global isolation is unclear.